This is the all-new 4th generation Bentley Continental GT. This is gonna be a photographer's first look of the new car. We can see the lights straight away beaming at us. And I can't wait to show you guys my photography process, some tips and tricks. Let's get straight into the video. This shoot didn't go 100% according to plan. I underestimated only having an hour to do everything, from thumbnail and details to B-roll and light painting, but it was a fun challenge. Let's see how it plays out. So we've got less than 5 minutes, and we haven't shot the light painting part, which is obviously like a massive part of it. Hello, microphone. I want to shoot some details early on, and we're gonna grab a polarizer to stop any reflections. So we've got a Polar Pro polarizer, which is going to go on the 35 1.4, and we're just going to shoot some details. So we've got the all new Bentley animated logo as we open it up. Firstly, that's like mad. First in any car. Obviously, we don't have like the frame here, so we can kind of get a bit more open to use this as a leading line and then shooting into the car. I'm just going to make sure the polarizer's all good here, nice. Silent, but let's put it into sport. That is, we're gonna turn that off actually, because that's probably pretty loud. But we do want this on quickly. So while we're getting some details, this is one of my favorite features that is in a lot of the Bentleys as an add-on. But I love having that. Some of the new finish here, this now is kind of as an extra add-on you can do, is like more a matte. Doesn't have as a shiny like bling feel, which is really nice. It's very subtle. So I'm gonna get a couple of details of that, which is sick. Got that, which is really nice. Because we're EV now, we use the hybrid electric, and that means that this can be on still while we're taking photos. So we're just gonna get some detail shots here. So we're gonna use this headrest, get a bit of foreground. It's quite nice to have the convertible, because I can then get some different angles. Normally you wouldn't be able to just lean in and get that kind of shot. So that's quite nice, a bit different. The light coming around here, this is where one of the major differences is. And this is super, super nice. We're gonna change lenses in a second, but for now, just gonna get a couple on the 35. Cool, that light is warm. Right, we're gonna use a tripod here so we can expose the lights correctly. And we're on the 24-70 Mark II, the Sony GM lens, which is brilliant. And we're gonna try and get this at around 70. And I'll work on my suntan here with this light as we're getting these. All right, sick, so those lights look awesome. And we've also got a polarizer on here, which is also a mist. So it's just adding a really nice kind of like halo around the lights. In a studio setting, I've actually never shot a car in a studio before, so this is like something a bit different. I'm very used to like parking it in a landscape environment and then using those elements to create with the car. So here today, we'll be doing some, what I would consider like more traditional, which is like basically using a tripod, exposing the car and the lights and kind of making it look really plush. And then we're also gonna do some light painting, which will be super cool. We're gonna turn the lights down in here and get really creative with some lasers and also some lights as well. So obviously being a hybrid, we want to kind of use that function. So we're also going to use like, so the charging point is arrow, ding. And yeah, so we'll use that as well. And I don't know, do some cool stuff. But yeah, first of all, we just want to get some nice shots of the car just to kind of have as like a starting point. So we're just getting a couple of shots here. And just for you guys to see that don't know what a polarizer does, you can see here. So like for instance, the glass here has a reflection and then the polarizer just takes that away. So it just makes it look super clean and yeah, a lot nicer to shoot with. So we're gonna get one shot
obviously where everything's exposed, and we're going to go down a little bit and get an overexposed shot. So we have details, and then we're going to stop down and get the lights. So then we have a bit of everything that we can use. So, we're gonna get a little bit of detail now. Now we're getting creative. We've got a laser, and it's gonna look super nice with the silver. So we're gonna get some B-roll passovers using the laser with the B-roll, which Arthur's gonna be shooting, and then we get some photos to match that. Being very careful, we do not point the laser directly into our cameras because it will fuck them up. Okay. Well, let's see how this is looking. So, we're just gonna get some nice, like, over the speed logo. We're gonna hold it still, and then we're gonna try one where we move it and see how that looks. Cool. That's pretty sick. I don't wanna get too close. I'm gonna crop in because I'm also very worried about any sort of like reflection coming back into the camera. So we're gonna use this like slightly darker. We've got that fill light there, which I might turn down just a little bit in a minute. Okay, we're ready. So we knew there was going to be some new lights, so we were like, let's use some lasers to really like get creative with this. So to make sure we have like a wide variety overall, I want to have a wide that kind of sets the scene, shows what's going on. And then I want to have like a medium. So something that's a bit more punched in, something that has a little bit more detail. And then I want to make sure I have like a really close up, some details. So we're almost having like that wide establishing shot. Then we have kind of the narrative shot that shows like a little bit of details, but not too many. And then we have like actual nice close-ups that show detail. Photos are done. It's gonna transition into some sick B-roll right now. This is the fastest Bentley Continental GT ever because it's a hybrid. That's where the plug-in is at the back. So we're gonna use these Joby lights, which are pretty cool. And we're gonna do some light painting. Then we'll do, if we have time, do another one with a light bar, just to have some creative shots as well. And I'm wearing black because that means it'll be less likely to show up if I'm like moving. Obviously, that's representing the new lights. The red, obviously in the back, and the white, clear front, whatever you want to call them, lights. That looks really cool. I'm gonna do one more very quickly with no mic on, just so we have a couple of shots. So that's the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already. And let me know if you have any questions about car photography or the brand new 4th generation Bentley Continental GT in the comments. Let me know. Catch you guys in the next one very soon. So we're currently doing the thumbnail. We're running across, getting some movement. So we've got multiple things going on at once here, but thumbnails are so important, so we're shooting this also in landscape for me, for Instagram, and then we've already shot it on the video, which you guys will have seen on the intro. And now we're just making sure that we have a few blurry shots of me walking in frame like that. We'll do one more just as a safety net.